Hi everyone, Daryl here again. When I installed the crossbars on my RAV4 Prime, I was always curious about whether they had an impact on wind noise in the cabin. So today, I'm going to find out. We're going to drive a stock RAV4 Prime on the highway at 75 miles per hour and check audio in the cabin with the decibel meter. Then we're going to do the same with crossbars installed. After the runs have been completed, we'll compile the numbers and discuss. So let's get started. I'll see you on the highway. Okay, so we're doing our audio test now. So we're driving at 75 miles an hour, and I have my dB meter up, and right now it's showing 70 dBs, 68, 70, something like that. So I'm gonna go ahead and put it up towards the top and see what it reads. Right now we're in stock, so we don't have crossbars installed, and so what I'm going to do now is open up the sunroof or the moonroof liner and see how loud it is. Okay, so now the moonroof liner is open. Looks like it's around 70, 71, something like that is about what we're reading. And so, right in that area. So now I'm going to close it. It's kind of windy. It seems like we're going back into the wind. The other tests were similar, so we'll see how it turns out. Okay. So we just did the dB meter test. Not exactly sure what that's going to show, but to me it seems like it's quieter in this cabin. It feels like I'm not being pushed as much by any wind. It seems more streamlined and slip-lined, if that makes sense. I feel the gusts coming up, and it just doesn't seem to be pushing the car around as much. I'm not sure if that's going to show up on the tests or not. We'll see. It'll be interesting to see what the cabin sounds like when I'm just talking as compared to the other tests. So we'll see, and you could compare and make a decision on, if it is louder on the other test or not. Okay, bye. Okay guys, so we're going to compare the dB. I've got this dB meter here, and we're going to compare basically stock to the crossbars. And so my dB meter is reading 70 right now, and I'm going to put it up next to the roof. I think it's still about 69 or 70. The next thing I'm going to do is going to open it up. And we'll also compare that to stock, and for me it seems quite a bit different. We'll just have to see what the dB meter says about it. It's very subjective, I guess, but for me I feel quite a bit of a difference. And so I'll close that up. And get that reading once again. Pretty much done with that test. Yeah, so the audio from I hear a lot more wind noise than I did compared to stock. I still hear some road noise, but I hear more wind noise as well. So we'll just have to see what it sounds like in the cabin. Between the two, I'm not sure what the numbers will say. We'll look at the numbers, and then we'll also look at, we'll just compare what it sounds like in the cabin between the two tests that you're hearing from my voice. So we'll see. It'll be very interesting. Okay, bye. Hi everyone. So I finished testing. Looking at the results, it's pretty clear that there's a slight increase in wind noise when comparing stock versus a Prime with crossbars. The stock Prime averaged 68 on the decibel meter, with a maximum of 72 and a minimum of 66, with an average reading of 68. The Prime with the crossbars installed averaged 70, 2 decibels higher, with a maximum of 75
and a minimum of 69. I think the noise was noticeably higher when the moonroof liner was open. I think there is probably 2 decibels difference on the highway, especially if there is significant headwind or crosswinds. In city driving, I would doubt you would hear much of a difference. What I notice more than anything is how the crossbars affect the way the vehicle handles. I can really feel the wind resistance. This might be just perceived, but it's what I feel. So that's it. If you like this video, please consider subscribing to my channel. Below are some additional videos you might like. I tested the gas mileage of a stock RAV4 Prime versus one where crossbars were installed. I also created a video on how to remove the crossbars. I will also do a review of the Rhino rack I purchased for my Prime. The rack fits the RAV4 perfectly and has the advantage of crossbar mounts that adjust vertically, which makes installation much easier. Thank you so much, and I'll see you in the next video.